Once you have your Audacity tracks recorded, what you need to do then is record your vocals before you mix everything together. When you do this, you need to make sure you mute all of the other channels except for the one you're going to be recording on, because if not, you'll hear those in the background. So I'll do a little introduction here, and we'll see how that works. So you can see I recorded my first bit here. We'll see if you can hear it. When you change the pitch of an overall track, it affects the voice. It's too quiet, so I'm going to have to re-record this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost the gain right here. Actually, that's wrong. I'm going to boost the input gain on the microphone. And then I'm just going to talk a little bit louder. All right, we'll come back and see what that sounds like. So I re-recorded it. It's louder. You can hear how that sounds a lot better than the first part. When you use Audacity, here's a quick tip. Use Shift plus R to start recording, because if you don't, every time you click the record button, it'll generate a new track. So generate your track first and use Shift and R so you can record multiple times on the same track. Big tip. If I hit play on my podcast now, you'll hear me talking, but it'll get interrupted by the song. You can really hear it in the vocals and the lower drums. So what I need to do is use the mover tool to move things around. So here's my first clip, which I'm going to select. Move that guy out of the way. Move this guy out of the way. Delete this chunk. And then move this guy out of the way. And then these are my vocal clips, so let's just move them all out of the way so I can have plenty of space to work. So my first clip is an introduction. So if you hear me talk here, Speeds of Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. So that came in too fast. Speeds of Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. So I need to move this a little further. So now I'll listen to it, test it, make sure it works. Speeds of Black Dog by Led Zeppelin.
Dreams of you all through my head.
Alright, so then that ended, and I need to have the next clip over here. So I'm overlaying these two. So we'll hear how it ends, and then I'll come in with my next comment. That was the original. We're now going to listen to it transposed down 4 whole steps. So you're going to repeat that pattern, moving things left and right as needed till your podcast sounds the way that you want it to sound. Here's one last tip. If you listen right here, you'll hear the edit. It's a pretty poor edit. That dead air there doesn't sound very good. And then there's a click when this clip starts. Still. Alright, so what I'm going to do is highlight the end of this and then do effect, fade in. Fade in. I'm going to zoom in a little further. I'm going to highlight over here. Fade this out so it takes away the rough edges of the recording. So fade out. Alright, and then let's listen to it. Should sound a little bit better. Still. We're going to listen to it higher. Yeah, especially the edit in. You don't hear that. So get rid of those. Alright. If you want to, you can hear the whole thing here. If not, the lesson is over. Here we go. When you change the pitch of a track, it affects the voice and the drums, the bass, and guitar. We're going to listen to 3 examples of 3 different speeds of Black Dog by Led Zeppelin.
Dreams of you all through my head.
That was the original. We're now going to listen to it transposed down 4 whole steps. So if the original was in D, this one would now be in the key of G flat.
Dreams of you all through my head.
You'll notice that not only do the vocals sound lower, but the drums, the guitar, and the bass have all lowered in pitch as well. You can really hear it in the vocals and the lower drums. The guitar and bass sound normal still. We're going to listen to it higher. It's 4 whole steps higher. Now that'll put it in the key of B flat, from D up to B flat. you'll notice on that one that it really sounds like a cartoon. Not only do the drums sound much higher pitched, but the guitar, bass, and vocals all sound very cartoony.